Hey guys, this is Z from Simple Baduk, and today we're gonna take a look at this joseki. Black sliding into the second line is a pretty common thing in our games, but a lot of us don't know how to answer it. And one of the most common answer would be, one of the most wrong common answer would be playing A. Before we begin, let me explain what playing A means. Playing A means I want to cut your connection and I want to apply pressure to your corner even more, because if we play something like this, we don't get to apply too much pressure on the corner. So white wants to play this one in order to apply pressure, but in order to apply pressure, you have to have some stones outside. If you don't have these two stones, then we're going to have a jumping race like this. If you look at this, when we have stones outside, all of a sudden this corner seems very, very lonely. So that is what we want by playing A. But if we don't have stones outside and you still play A, we are not applying enough pressure on this stone, which means this stone is going to run away. But black gets to play some points while white has two floating groups that is getting attacked by one stick over here. So if you don't have stones outside ready for the pressure over here, then don't play A. So A is gone. And now we have B, C, and D. Before we get into B and C, let's talk about D first. D means white wants a sente. After this, white is going to play away. But this one is compared to other ones, it's not thick enough. But this allows you to have a valuable sente. If you have a very, very urgent thing to play outside, then you could play this and play something outside. But generally, black is able to play this one in especially Q games. It means there are probably not something very urgent outside. So if you don't see something very, very, very urgent or dying or killable outside, then don't play it. If you don't see any of those, then don't play D. But if you do, feel free to get a sente and just go out and kill something or just make sure you're alive. All right, that's D. D is for when you want a sente at the end. And now let's take a look at B. And white playing B means I know a lot of josekis and I'm happy to have a joseki fight with you kind of things. But if you don't know all the follow-up moves and all the strategic decisions that you're gonna make after playing this, then try not to play it because it can get weirdly complicated if you don't know what you are going to do. This joseki is explained in our Essential Joseki series. So if you're interested, you can check that out. So I will make it really quick over here. When black plays this one, technically you can play away, but just spend another move over here and let black have something like this. And still, it can get weirdly complicated because of cutting points over here. Although they don't work, but if you can't read properly, then these might work. So it only welcomes unexpected troubles. So if you don't want any troubles, then just play C and just be done with it. And one of the most common mistakes people make after kicking like this is playing something over here. And black is gonna play like this, and you can't really cut neither of them unless black is super thick outside. So let me show you what I mean. If you cut over here, of course, black is going to Atari and you Atari back. Black takes this stone. When you take this one, black is gonna play something like this. Can you cut it over here? Of course not. You're going to get Atari'd a few times and black is gonna have everything and you're still a floating group. That's very sad. And if you cut outside, then black, of course, is going to let you have inside. But if you look at it, it is very, very, very crowded in here. On the other hand, black has a ponuki outside that can't be really good unless black has some really thick stuff outside and you are planning to make black overcrowded by offering another ponuki to black, then you can play it. So when you're choosing this 8 kick, when you're choosing this kick, there are a lot of things to consider. So if you are able to consider all those things, then yeah, you're welcome to play it. But what are the chances, right? So if you want to just make it simple, then just play this one. Now, The joseki, the most commonly known joseki from here is this one, but this is not as good for white because there are better ways to play it. And the better way to play it is when black hane is up, you are going to go into the corner. So from here, black has a few options, A, B, and C, and just come out something like this. So we have A, B, C, D's like this one. And the only proper move for black is playing A. And let me show you what's going to happen if black plays C or B. So we play this one. Then we are going to play something over here. And then black connects up. This is basically like after these exchanges, white invades into the 3-3, and black could have killed the thing by playing something like this or just playing anything. This thing is gonna die, but black played this one, right? So you can first make this exchange and then finish your joseki. If black plays something over here, then that is basically like when you play this one, black plays this one. Again, very weird, right? So whichever black plays, you're going to have an extra stone in the corner for absolutely no reason, and that's going to be really annoying for black. And from here, what you can do is play something like this, and black is going to play something over here, and white bumping is kind of a sente, because if black ignores you, then you're going to have the corner. It is very, very sad for black. And because of this bump is a sente, you can play something like this, or you can simply play something over here and to destroy this part of the board. So you have an extra sente and another sente over here because you made this exchange. So we talked about C and B, and we have A and D left. I told you A is the proper move for black, but literally nobody plays A in Q games because they think it's like saying, "Oh, sir, I'm weak." But it's not weak. Saving yourself is not a weak behavior. It's a strong and cool behavior. So from here, what if black plays this one? Then you are going to just take the corner. When black plays this one, you play this one, you are alive in the corner. And on top of that, this thing now is a floating group, and this is a floating group. And white playing something over here is a pretty severe move. So if black spends another move over here, if you have a stone over here, then you can play something like this and force black to turn into a floating group furthermore, and you attack for profit. And on top of that, this this territory is leaking. You can at any time jump in and destroy everything. So this is a very sad and terrible result for black. Now let's take a look at the proper move from black. Black is going to play this one because everything else is not as good. From here, white is going to play this one. And what are the chances black is willing to play something like this with you, right? After playing this exchange, white is really thick and white can really start to pour some attacks on these two stones. So there's no way black's gonna play that one. So black is going to play this one. And from here, AI recommends you to play something like this, but that is hard to understand and really unnecessarily complicated. So all you gotta do from here is just play this one. What if black plays this, right? You're going to just play this Atari, let black have it, and you're going to hane over here. Black cannot come out because there is a double Atari and follow up is this one. It's very sad. So black has no choice but to jump out. Then you can Atari over here. And if you have a stone over here, you could consider starting to attack these things or just secure your cutting point over here and let black settle. But while black is settling, you could kick and play away. Secure your corner. If black plays away later on, you have this very nasty thing going on. If black secures this cutting point, you're just gonna go back. If black plays something like this one, you can still go back. If black tries to cut your connection, then you can do this, and it's gonna turn into a very sad situation for black, like this. So always remember, if you get into this kind of shape, there is this nasty invasion over here. And on top of that, we also have this thing over here. It is very disgusting too because you're literally taking all black's corner, like you see, because we have this number 16 stone over here. If we don't have this 16 over here, let's say we get into this kind of situation. If you extend over here, then black can play this one. When you connect, black can Atari and just pull this stone out and the corner is going to die. But because white has a stone outside like this one, white can pull this stone out because there are no more Ataris left and black's corner is gone. So that's another profit of playing this variation. You have a really big endgame left over here. So that was B and C. We have a few options, A, B, C, Ds. And if you have some stones outside and you're planning to attack the corner, then you can play A. If not, don't play A. If you have a really urgent thing outside that you want to play, then you can play D in order to get a sente and play something outside. But D means you're sacrificing a lot of the thickness over here. If you don't have anything big, then don't play D. So that's how you choose from these. And B only welcomes unexpected, like harsh, very disgusting moves from your opponent, and it can turn your game into a mud fight. So if you're not ready for that, then just don't play B. C is enough. And when you're playing C, if black immediately pulls back, then you can play this exchange, and black cannot come out because you can just play this one and play this. Black cannot come outside like this because even if black plays this one, black cannot connect like this. So black has to go back. Let's say from here, black has to go back and play this one, and you can play this, and black coming out is a gote too. I mean, if black plays this, it's gonna die. So you can, in a lot of ways, block black having a lot of fun, and you can probably build something outside. So from here, black has no choice but to play this one, then you can play this and be done with it. But if black plays this variation, then first you can exchange a move inside. Black has a few options. Black can play, black has only one option, A. But if black plays something over here or here, the result is not going to be really good for black. But in most cases in Q games, they are going to play something like this. So that is how you trick your opponent into just killing themselves. And let's say your opponent plays a proper move and you have this one and you can play this and all these exchanges and let black have it. And you can secure your cutting point. And if you have a stone over here, always remember at the end, you have a very nasty invasion over here. And on top of that, you have a very big end game left for you in the corner. So that is pretty much it for this joseki. At the end, I want to say when your opponent plays this one, although you got A, B, C, Ds, in most cases, you probably can't really read the board situation. So if you want to just make it simple, then eliminate other options and only play C. And always remember to make this exchange. All right, this has been Z from Simple Baduk. If you want to learn more about Go and strategies like this, then please subscribe to Simple Baduk. And we have a Kyu Dan system with a lot more information than these things. So if you're interested, please go check that out. Link in bio. Did I just say bio? Link in the description. All right, see you next time.